Hi guys, Holly McKhann Realtor here with an exciting story to share with you about a seller that made 500% return on investment for the items that we did to their house. I've got all the details here and I'm excited to share them with you. But before we get into it, I want to remind you to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my great content and wonderful stories on how we help people make more money. So the story of this home is my friend here she lives in San Juan Capistrano, and she wanted some advice on selling her childhood home that's actually a little north of us in Lakewood. And of course, I'm always excited to help people sell their homes and sell them for more money than if they just sell them as they are. The home was pretty outdated. A lot of the items were in original condition from when it was built in the 1950s. So my husband Scott and I went and checked it out, and we saw a huge opportunity where we could make some investment and get a huge return on investment. So some of the things we recommended were replacing the light fixtures. There was no air conditioning in the home, so there was 9 ceiling fans, basically a ceiling fan in every room, because when it's hot in the summers, you gotta have something to cool off. We also recommended that they replace the fixtures, so light fixtures, some plumbing fixtures, and the door levers, and plugs and switches, and that kind of thing. Paint, flooring, and staging. Like, those are the things that can add tremendous value to a home when it's on the resale market. So the homeowners, there was 3 kids that were selling their parents' home. Both of their parents had passed away. They inherited the house, and they were really excited about this opportunity. They had spoken to another realtor, but that realtor hadn't presented to them the opportunity to make so much more money by investing in the things that we recommend. So if you guys have watched my videos before, you may know that my things that, in my opinion, produce the biggest return on investment are painting the walls white, putting wood look flooring, the luxury vinyl plank throughout, and staging it. So paint, flooring, staging, and a lot of times replacing those light fixtures. That's the other thing we may want to do if they're really outdated. So we put that formula to work for these 3 sellers. We initially thought this home that's 4 bed, 2 bath, 1650 square feet, we initially thought it would sell for like $700. The market definitely improved when we first spoke in December of 2022 to when we went to market in April of 23. So there was a few months. And that helped. The market improved because market conditions can definitely help or hurt your home sale. We initially thought it would sell for $700, not fixed up. We told them spend $25 and then we'll get $775 for you. We ended up doing some more things than we initially thought. So we ended up spending a total of $29,000, but we ended up selling the house for a price of $878,000. We were so excited. We listed at $819,990 and then had a bidding war. People fell in love with it, with the new staging, the new look, the new paint, all of that. And wow, it exceeded all of our expectations. It was so exciting. Now the actual sales price was $898,000, but we gave a $20,000 credit so that the buyers could do something called an interest rate buy down, lowering their interest rate on their loan. So the true net sales price was $878,000. Additionally, we did end up giving another $15,000 credit in lieu of repairs, rather than the sellers continuing to do a few repairs like to the sewer line and some termite and other things. They said, let's just give them the money rather than us do any repairs. And it was pretty generous, but the buyers had been generous with us too. So I'm gonna take you through the details of what we spent and let you know how that all the numbers work. You can get a copy of this spreadsheet at the link below, so you can see what we spent. I rounded up to the nearest $100 in case you're wondering why there's no cents anywhere, but you're gonna get the idea. So the first thing we did was paint the entire house. I love to paint white. Whisper by Dunn Edwards is my favorite color, and we spent $5,900 for that. That was a pretty good deal. I had a contractor who isn't a full-time painter. He does a lot of other stuff for us, but he was available. So we got an extra good price on that. So $5,900 for paint. New vinyl flooring throughout. That cost was $8,400. We run this waterproof vinyl flooring everywhere, through the kitchen, through the bathrooms. It makes the home feel bigger. People love a continuous look. It just makes the house feel so much better than if you have choppy different colors and materials. Next thing you'll see on our spreadsheet is labor. I just categorized all these items onto one line item of $8,000. So what was included in that was the labor to remove some wood paneling, very outdated, scrape popcorns. That means the popcorn ceilings, or cottage cheese ceilings as people call them. We scraped and retextured those because some of the house had that. There was significant drywall repair, especially after the wood paneling was removed. The labor to replace 9 ceiling fans, change out all the plugs and switches. Now you may be asking, why would you do that? Well, it's because the old plugs and switches were almond colored. Now we want bright white, because man, when you paint the walls white and you keep the almond colored switches, it is not a good look. So we get the switches that are rockers. They're kind of wide. I'm sure you've seen them versus the old school little skinny ones that flip up and down. So definitely consider that. It's a small investment for a big return. The next thing we did was, I've got on my budget materials. So the materials for the plugs, switches, door levers, I like doing black levers versus knobs, and shower heads and smokes. Smokes means smoke detectors. You have to have a smoke detector inside every bedroom. So all of that materials added up to $1,700. Then we purchased 9 ceiling fans. I found a really good deal online. They were less than $100 each. 4 ceiling lights. Those are the flush mount lights that go in the hallways. I did black iron and they each had 2 bulbs in them. They're like cage style. 2 vanity light bars. I got a really good deal on those on Amazon for like $37. Those are like $90 in Home Depot or Lowe's. So always check Amazon. Go to the bottom of the screen and look for the other suggested products, because sometimes you find really good deals there. So all of the lighting and the fans was only $1,000. Reglaze the showers. If you're not sure what that is, it's a special product that they paint on the shower surfaces. I've done this in so many houses, and it transforms and modernizes the look tremendously. So we make them bright white. The cost to do the 2 showers was $1,100 total. And it would have been less, but when the guy got out there, he's like, oh, your tile goes all the way to the ceiling. I've got to charge you more. So I think initially it was $450 a shower, and then it went up to $550 a piece. And we had the doors that were very old and outdated completely removed, and then the shower glazing guy can actually patch the holes where the screws go into the tile, and it just looks so much cleaner and fresher than having the old doors. So the new owners can put doors on, or they can use a shower curtain, but for showing the home, it looks amazing. Bright white showers. At the end, the house cleaning, to clean the whole house and all the windows, was $400. And my last line item is home staging. It says 180 Home Staging. That's the company I use, so in case you wonder what that is, her cost was $2,500. And with that, she stages the master, the living room, the family room, the kitchen, accessories everywhere, including in the bathrooms. It did not include the 3 secondary bedrooms. So it gets most of it, and that's where I feel like you get the most return on investment, is to stage those main areas. All in, the investment was $29,000. And as you remember, so even though our initial estimate was $700,000 for value, adjusting for the market, maybe we say $720, and we sold for $878, that's more than 500% return on investment. It was phenomenal. When I did the open house out there, people were just running through, falling in love with it. They just loved the look and the feel. They came in and sat down and enjoyed the nice new furniture. So it looked nothing like the home did but months before, when it felt like a 1950s house. So bottom line, if you strategically plan what updates and upgrades to do, it can make a huge difference for you. The kitchen, totally original, outdated. The bathrooms, other than the nice glazed showers, the vanities, they were outdated. Not really great looking, but people could look past that. And it's a lot less overwhelming for someone to do a new kitchen and new bathrooms if all the flooring and paint's in, because they can move in and then live through the renovation with those other things. But when the whole thing looks old, it's overwhelming. So I have found this to be true, is that if you strategically choose what items to do, and I've shared with you what I think are the most important items. Every house can be different and have its own nuances, as well as the neighborhood and the buying demographic as well. But this was a huge success. I'm super excited for my clients that they made this huge increase in profit on their home that they weren't initially expecting, and I was honored to be part of the whole sale process. So if you are interested in doing something like this, contact me at my links below, or if you have a friend or someone else that could benefit, make sure you share it. I would love to help them. Thanks so much for watching.